You welcome along to Southern Roots. We are joined by our friends here. I love you. Goodbye. Now we'll come to that name in a second, but do you want to introduce yourselves each so we know who we're talking to?
Yes, absolutely. I am Ziggy, and
Fanta-
this is our brother Miles,
Miles, yes.
and this is AJ, our sister. Yeah.
Fantastic. How does it feel to be the only guy stuck in the middle?
Uh I'm trying to navigate.
Do you feel you get ganged up on?
Yes, of course. I'm outvoted because it's 2-1 now, so I'm always outvoted. And I'm like, why didn't our parents have a fourth child? Like I need a brother.
Because you were too crazy, they said no more.
So, what's the kind of age differences between you?
We're Irish twins. We're like 15 months apart, I think.
Right.
And AJ's 3.5 years older than me,
so relatively close together.
Pretty close together, yeah.
So, when I was reading up on yourselves, you've been involved in music since you were about 3 year old.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's
we
right.
are from a really small town, and there was nothing to really do. We grew up on a farm. We had horses and dirt bikes and stuff like that that country people have. But outside of that, we just had each other.
Yeah.
And Dad started buying us instruments and handing them to us, and we just started doing things with them. And he was like, "Okay, let's keep this going. They like it." And then here we are.
So, are your parents musical?
They are.
Or is it just they love music? They don't actually perform, do they?
They don't perform, but they have a great love for music. And our dad, while we're speaking on this, he's from Hemel Hempstead.
All right.
Yeah. Our dad is English. He is from Hemel Hempstead, just north of London, I think is what he said. And we still have so much family over there.
Yeah.
And so we grew up on country music because we're from the country, but we also grew up on things like Blondie and like Fleetwood Mac and
brilliant.
More British bands like that are kind of more modern, like the Killers. We grew up on Kings of Leon, if you've heard of them.
Yep.
Love them, and just like so many different genres of music on top of country. I know for a while there was like a lot of White Stripes in there that we're listening to, so it just kind of goes all over. And Dad plays bass. He plays drums. When he was a kid, he wanted to be a drummer.
Right.
And I think that just lit up his world when he bought a drum set for Miles, and Miles loved it because he's like, this is amazing. This is what I wish my parents would have done for me as a kid because he loved drums. And then he buys the set for Miles, and he's like 5 years old wearing it out. Just like, I would wake up, I'd be like, what's that sound? It's like Tarzan or something. But it was so cool. And he still he writes all of our songs with us. Like if I start a song, or if Miles starts a song, or AJ writes a song, it doesn't matter who starts it first. Dad starts a lot of songs, but we all get together after somebody starts something, and then it becomes a group effort. So he's very, very present in our songwriting.
Yeah.
Very amazing writer. So we're very thankful for that. And our mom, she can sing and play guitar, but she really is like a caregiver. So while we're doing all this music stuff, she's kind of in the background cooking and
making sure you looked
after teas and stuff, and just being like the sweetest mom ever, supporting us like that.
That's amazing. I mean, my dad was a drummer. Before I was born, and after I was born, he was a drummer in the pipe band.
Wow.
And he raced us on proper American rock. And then we had like some Whitesnake, Deep Purple, Leonard Skinner, all that kind of stuff. And it was quite ironic because when I brought him into country music, he went from being obsessed with watching the musicians. And I tried to educate him that with country, you've got to listen to the song. The lyrics are more important, really, than the music behind it. Yes. And it was quite good taking him from his genre onto ours. But country music now, what is the genre?
Exactly.
It's a little bit of everything. But
absolutely.
I think you hit the nail on the head right there, because it is more about the lyrics. And so I think the music with it, it's just evolved and evolved, and it's still evolving. It's more about the storytelling of the lyrics, I guess.
Yeah.
And the relatability and the lifestyle of a lot of it, right? We were doing all kinds of jobs AJ was managing a hair salon. Miles was working kind of construction, and I was working sales. And Miles was the one who went out first. He went out and he just started drumming for a living, just like from scratch. Didn't know, didn't have any help from anybody. He just went out and he just started doing it. And then he's such a personable person. He's smiley, easy to get along with. So people just started hiring him. And he was very, very busy for like, how long was it? How long were you just busy by yourself playing drums?
Oh man, I started in 21. So this was like right after COVID.
Yeah.
I just discovered Broadway. Like, so we lived in Tennessee our whole lives, but we never actually went to Broadway and hung out. I think our parents were like, stay away, it's dangerous, but they are to like go live your life and play music. But I was like, I couldn't do construction. Like it just, my heart wasn't there.
Yeah.
So I hung out any place I could. Would be like, I would hang out in the bars like that had live music. And I landed a gig. Someone was like, hey, I need a drummer. There's this little like dive bar called Alley Taps, and it's kind of off of Broadway in Nashville. And that was my first gig. And through that gig, Henry Gates, this artist named Henry Gates, was playing before me. And I went up to him because he was absolutely amazing. There was like 5 people in the bar, and I just went up to him because like he was just absolutely amazing, killing it. And he was like, oh, he saw my cymbal bag and like me holding all my gear, and he's like, oh my God, you're a drummer? He's like, I need a drummer on at Second Fiddle.
Been there, love that place.
Yeah, Second Fiddle. And that was my first Broadway gig. And through Henry Gates, doing that one gig landed me like 50 more. Like,
that's what you want in it.
Yes. And so like that literally set me off for like till now. I think this is like my fifth year playing Broadway. So
his 4th and 5th year, and then this is AJ and I. We've been doing it full time for like 1.5 to 2 years now. Mm-hmm. But to tie it all in with what you said about why you're doing what you're doing, that's why we're here. I had a wreck. She hated her job at the salon she was managing because she was so stressed. Mm-hmm. She was like, this is not me. I'm so stressed. I can't breathe. And I was encouraging her for like 2 months to quit her job. I said, you are the most talented singer and violin fiddle player I know. You should be playing music full time, just like Miles. You guys were born to do this. Well, then she no joke, quits her job, starts playing full time. And then my sales job, I have like a little sales vehicle they give me to run around and, do my sales thing. And I get hit, no joke, by a dump truck in my work car. And I sustained really bad TBI, like brain injury, neck, back, like the whole thing. And I'm still going through a lot of pain with it and navigating it. But I couldn't do anything else.
Yeah.
The doctors didn't clear me for anything. And so that's what's put me into the equation with them, to where we're all 3 back playing music together.
Right, so it's like they say, it's destiny, isn't it? I'm a big believer that there's a path marked out for each of us. And, that's what brought us today, obviously known through Stuart and him putting in touch with yourselves. Music is amazing. I mean, the first song I heard was when you sent me Peaches and Cream. And it was a belter. And then Forever Gone Away, it just gets better all the time, doesn't it?
Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. Let's go. I think we have one coming out soon that's going to fit your whole vibe. So there's one coming out tomorrow called You'll Miss Me. And then sometime after that, we don't know which order because we've been recording a lot, but I will tell you now, we do have a song called Homegrown. And
fantastic.
That kind of fits in with your whole everything and the meaning of the song and everything. I think you're really gonna enjoy that one for sure.
How does it feel? I mean, whereabouts in Tennessee are you guys based?
We are Leapers Fork is a little town in Franklin, Tennessee.
Franklin.
So it's the countryside, and it's also this is a fun fact. I don't know if a lot of people know this. A lot of the music stars, a lot of country music stars, and a lot of rock people too, like Vince Neil from Motley Crue. Like, there's a lot of people, and they come to live in Leapers Fork because it's the same vibe as like Losers, where the locals treat you like you're one of us.
Them.
You know, we treat you like you're one of us. Like, I can't count how many times I've hung out with Vince Neil at Fox and Lock in our hometown. And I've never taken a picture with him. I've never asked for an autograph. I'm just sitting there doing my thing, and everyone's acting normal. You know what I'm saying?
Has his Bentley parked up.
Yeah.
he's just hanging out with everyone. It's crazy.
Yeah, and Carrie Underwood and like Wynonna Judd,
like Stapleton.
they live a mile from us.
I'll pump
You
gas.
know, like everyone's so close, but it's so normal. You know what I'm saying?
The one thing I was mentioning from the very start, I love you goodbye. Now, the amount of times I introduce your songs on the radio, and I say that as if I'm saying the title, and then I've got to kind of look at it again and go, no. The song is this by I Love You Goodbye.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Well, first of all, I have to throw
Miles
under the bus.
I was outvoted.
Because he's a little stinky liar.
Nothing to do with me.
I have got to throw Miles under the bus for a second.
You guys go ahead.
So finally, we are at this stage where, you know, I can't do anything else. They didn't want to do anything else. So here we are mutually agreeing that we're going to do music together full time and work towards that. And so we're like, okay, what are we going to call ourselves? And for AJ and I, we were just like, oh, that's easy. Like for the duo shows and stuff, we're like, it'll just be Ziggy and AJ. Because, you know, a lot of the stuff in the beginning was us too. And then we were getting into like trio shows with Miles, and we were like, okay, we're not Ziggy and AJ anymore because we're going to be with you. So we discussed multiple band names. I had literally the most, well, all of us agreed on the most perfect band name for us as a trio, except for Miles. And the name had his name in it. Okay. And he said, no, I don't want to be in the band name. It needs to just be Ziggy and AJ. So basically, we just all kind of, while Miles was at work, we were discussing how it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So we were going down the line, and Dad says something about, he's like, what about your name? He's like, you know, the V in the our last name's Amos. And Ziggy's my nickname. So my first name is Vanessa. And so V Amos is the initials, whatever. And then Dad's initials is T Amos. So we were going down the thing. He's like, oh, he's like, in Spanish, I think this means this and this means that, or whatever. So we just go down, just talking down the line. And he goes, I got it. He's like, I love you. And then he said, do you know where I'm going with this? And I looked at him and I said, goodbye. he said yes. I love you, goodbye. But then I cried after, because we've been through a lot of things as a family, and I don't want to cry now thinking about it, but the name just fits for us.
Yeah.
Because with every song, especially, like, other people are not going to know necessarily what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like the song we last released, Forever Gone Away.
Yeah.
That sounds like a relationship song about two people. That song was written about a dog that I recently rescued that my parents found. You know, so it's like, that's the cool thing about music. You can write it about one thing.
Yeah.
But people, it's up to the interpreter, right?
It's a universal.
But we know the true, like we have the meaning for us, right?
Yeah.
And I think the reason we agreed on the name I Love You Goodbye is, yes, it's an emotional name, and yes, it kind of reads like a sentence or a phrase or a song title. But we were like, it's us. It goes with every single song we write, pretty much.
Yeah.
And it goes with us as a family, how we've had to evolve through everything together. We've gone through some very hard times, and we've just been lucky to always have each other.
Yeah.
Our house went down when we were kids. Our dad had to restart, you know, like we've been through a lot of things, and it just has that emotional.
Yeah.
It just is us, you know.